Ready? I was doing the same thing you were.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist,
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
What is that, like?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Got you. I got you, yeah. Okay.
Ready? You ready? 53, Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and...
Hold on, but I keep forgetting. Make a depth chart change. Yeah. I keep forgetting. It's been like 6 weeks. Oh, no, he's there. I did do it. Oh. Alrighty, then. I'm good. Bitch, motherfucker.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Check. 56.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36. Mike 56, Mike. Hey, Mike 7.
On play action, it's Breeze. And
There's a
that'll be
flag.
incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Ready? 5-9.
Yes, he was. No.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. 56.
To throw is Breeze. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
I'm about to have another worst nightmare on the other side, chasing him.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Sammy.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
This is the only guy that's going to beat Sweat.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Check 31. Over.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right. Didn't even ask me. Hey there.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, easy. Sammy.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
21. 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. On the yard.
working from the gun. It's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here is Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
14.
Shotgun now for Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You don't want it.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out, 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 out.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Redskins nothing.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, this is Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second and a couple. Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Echo. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Set the turn.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action now. Haskins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Oh, why do I have him muted? I know. My bad, bro.
Someone moved. Flag is
bad,
out.
dude.
That's
I
going to
know
be
I
5
had you
yards.
muted.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Just, man, we are bros. I don't understand how. Maybe my kid did it. I don't know. No.
That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Motion.
From midfield now, Haskins. The 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy. Good.
Kamara trying to right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there,
I thought he was
minus
gonna
2
come
yards,
outside,
brings
so I
up
was doing
3rd
inside.
down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He made sure before he said that. Jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Get good, get good. Right full, ready.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
21. 55.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
8 mile an hour wind.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
4 down, 4 down.
Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter gains.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 37 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block even at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze.
Oh, my God. Catch the fucking ball.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Kick meter, zoom, zoom.
They'll run to Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On 1st down, it's Haskins.
Oh!
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I was. I had to pick one. Okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Straight out of bounds, dog. I don't know. I have no idea. Making it happen. Hoping you dive on accident so I can just cut upfield.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 41 yards.
Mover.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You must be dreaming.
This is Geis. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On the ready. Like part 9. We own it. We own it. Go. Hold.
So who would I play? Do you guys know?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football.
Like, I love the NFL, but I don't know. The only division I know is the Lions division. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big baseball fan. I know every team in whatever division from that. But
And Hopkins' kick is good.
Hold on, Cole.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range.
Yeah, to me too.
The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, New Orleans.
I hear it. I don't hear it anymore.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set. Yellow lady. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play out top deep. Don't let it breathe.
So,
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in.
right. I've been trying to find people to play with for the
first
longest
down
time.
here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
But
So
obviously when we played,
a lot of times you want to have a
like
linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
I got it when it first came out,
doesn't work
and I
as well
played the
because his
crap out of
quickness
it.
often wins
And I
the
haven't
route.
played it in a long time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I bought it.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like
He's
nobody
really good at
open. Now
escaping.
2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
It might still be, but
Back
it
to
wasn't
the air on
horrible.
2nd down. It's Breeze.
It was
He's going to be taken
problems.
down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the
I don't
momentum
know. It'd be fun
shifted
to have
the
like
other
a big
side of
group
the
of people in it.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Caught here by Griffin. The completion good fully 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yep.
So out comes the
I
field
meant
goal
both
team now
ways.
for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Right.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Washington offense
he's got
at
a
the
turtle
line
blue.
and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, yeah, Fletch, dude, I hadn't talked to this kid in like...
Now Geis trying to get to the outside.
Middle school.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
He's got the rat.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Your dog?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I'm so mad that I even lost that kick.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
No, I literally was. I was like on the 5 or somewhere closer, and I lost.
They run it again with Kamara.
Because I threw to one guy. You know how when you roll out near the end zone,
it'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Does it? It did that to me, and my other guy caught it and went out of bounds.
Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Sammy! Check!
It's so weird hearing myself this.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards.
Go ahead, bud.
Same score. Come on, Wolfpack. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you said 19. I wonder if he did. Oh, wow. Less the 19 is 2 field goals. Oh, yeah. And he's got 29? How the fuck did he get 29? Oh, I thought you said 29-19.
I think he missed an extra point against me, too.
Dude, our quarterbacks combined have 120 yards together. Yeah. Yeah, he's got 82 yards. I got 39. Passing. Yeah.
On the pick up there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Saints.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56. Tight end Ringo, tight ends on Ringo, tight ends.
Breeze now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Where's the flag?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
What's the other league?
Ready? You ready? Check 55. Ready, take.
On first down, Breeze. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They will.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
I hate when it calls like offensive pass interference. It's like, wait, what?
I did that one time. Got excited. Thought it was
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let him. Hey, easy.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
Really?
And just a
Are you
short
kidding
gain
me?
that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Oh, he lost.
No, that's Racing giving up. I bet you the game ain't even over, man. Yeah, exactly.
Worse, you know it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Breeze going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Look at his feet come.
It's in.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Dang, dude, that sucks.
I got it. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Now Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, okay. I was like, you gotta say Josh Sykes too. I'm like,
and an alley run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to be...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You too, bud.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively